Fully configurable. Infinitely variable. Safe.
I can do that. I can definitely do that. Now, just before I go ranting off about how much of a huge Redstone geek I am, I just want to say I'm decent at PvP, but maybe I'm pretty good at Redstone. So all what I have to say is I'm sorry. If you really want to see the full product, it should play in just a moment in the video and also at the end. But yeah, please forgive me for my Redstone nerdiness. Now, I'm sure that you guys just saw that intro. If you guys don't know, I love the game Portal. It's my favorite game series. Such a great story. And one of the cool things in Portal is panels. They have infinitely variable possibilities on what you can do with them. And I then saw someone make Portal panels in Minecraft. And then I thought, what if I, an intellectual in the Redstone, make Portal 2's and Portal 1's panels? So I did that. I made panels. Took a lot of redstone. Anyway, so this was made by the lovely creator. This was made by LV Cien. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to them. I subscribe to them because they made this cool thing.
Infinitely variable. Safe.
Boom, it's Portal's panels. What more could you want?
Fully configurable.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. I wanted to do something like that. And after looking in the description, I noticed they have a build tutorial on this. Now, their build tutorial was really great. It tells you how to make horizontal, how to make vertical downs, and how to make vertical ups as well. Great tutorial. Go ahead, check this out. All of the panels that you will see in this video, I'm not going to take any credit for them. It was all this guy. He made the panels. You guys should go and subscribe to him. He did an amazing job on the panels. So yes, the panels are made by him. However, the actual redstone wiring that was done was actually made by me. So I can take some of the credit, right? Yeah, so I just watched this tutorial, kind of recreated some of them, then just figured it out by memory, and then I built a whole room. So we're gonna go and check that. So right now, I only have one thing kind of hooked up, and it only can do one thing, but it's still pretty cool. I'm thinking about building a second one, which does completely random, but for now this one actually does a wave. And before I actually show it to you, I'm going to show it to you first, actually. Alright. I'm going to show you what happens on the inside of this room. Now, this is an entire room made out of panels, and you'll see what a panel is. It's a 9x9 area, which, and the 9x9 area gets pushed up by 3 honey blocks or 3 slime blocks. It's pretty simple. If I push this button, it will become midnight, and then it's going to become noon, but check this out. I made it so that it does a cool wave, also on the roof, and then the walls will then start doing a wave. So we have wall 1 over here doing a cool wave. Wall 2 is going to go. Wall 3 is then going to go. Wall 4 will then go. And that's actually about it. It's still really cool. I mean, I spent about a week working on this, and I am proud of myself. I got a cool wave, then the walls will then go. This took a lot of tweaking with timing and stuff, but eventually it worked out. I'm gonna teach you how I made this. So I'll put a link in the description to the creator of the panels tutorial on how to make these. But I'll show you what I actually did for the actual redstone bits, for like the powering it. So here we have a nighttime sensor, which will basically sense if it's nighttime. And the reason why I have this instead of just a big long path that connects all the way to a button that's down here by the entrance is because I can actually power this wirelessly by making it midnight here and then making it noon here. I can then power this whole thing wirelessly just by the push of a button. I can power this, those 5, and those 5. Oh, and that one as well. So when I first started out, I was going to do this kind of system, right? So we have a nighttime sensor, which then gets plugged into this. This one will go, and it will go along this long path, while this one is actually going to go for a little bit longer, and it's going to be one repeater behind the first one. So the thing about these things is that you actually have to power them twice for them to open and then close. So how I made the wave was I had to make sure that they were being powered twice in order for them to work, which is where this little thing comes in. Then they just kind of go here, you know. You can kind of just mess around with this. You just have repeaters being flowed right into the system. That part was easy. Did not take me long. Did the same thing for this wall. But then I realized for each one of these repeaters, you have to click 3 times on that. So imagine having to do that for all these repeaters. I was like, no. So what I actually did was I made it so that this would actually just connect to this one. I could then conserve the amount of times that I would have to right click on the repeaters. And I then did it again. And I'm going to show you all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with panels. With panels, you can do cool stuff like this. Do you see how this says off? Well, if I turn it on, you can create a cool doorway. Boom, turn it off with that button. You can create some cool stuff with these panels, man. You can launch yourself. I'm not even kidding, watch. You can launch yourself with these. Whee! It is slightly laggy. But, you know, the price you have to pay for something this cool. Now, I was thinking about, you know, like, putting this up as, like, a Minecraft map that you can actually download and play. One thing is that there is a small bug. Now, I believe I patched it. It was a problem with the timing. But it would basically, when this daylight sensor, or even with any of these, they would pick it up, but they would pick it up for too long, so then this would go, but because it would pick it up for too long, this one would also go, and it would connect the two. Right? So I had to do some tweaking with the redstone with the command block, but I think I managed to get it. But the problem was that instead of creating 2 power two redstone power things that would go through the repeaters, it instead would create 1, and it would just power the piston once. And we actually need the pistons to power twice for it to go out and then back in. Now, there are other things that you can do with these panels. Other things that you can do are things like this. You can actually also make it just go out by 1. It doesn't need to be a double piston extender. It can just be extended out by 1. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. You know, it can just be powered out by 1. You can literally do anything with these. Well, not anything, but, you know, you can do some crazy stuff with this. I showed you the door. Now, this took me about a week to make. it took me a few days just to, you know, to make everything and to make sure that every single one of these things worked. If one of these doesn't work, it could mess up the entire thing, which is a huge problem that I was very paranoid with. The redstone repeaters didn't take that long because I just had to copy the thing that was like above it or below it. Didn't take that long. The thing that did take me like a whole day though was literally just this command block thing, because I had to make sure that the entire thing wouldn't bug and make it so that it would break everything. But I think I've patched it. I think it's good to go. Now, I'm going to give you guys a cool 360 moment with this. Now, this took me so long to make, and I did it all for you guys. In the future, I plan on making more of these cool rooms, and I plan on making it so that you can actually download this map and play around with these yourself. I actually had a blast building this, and I hope you will, you know, making your own as well. You can use these panels in some pretty great creations. I don't take credit for the panels. I only take credit for the actual redstone work that I did. Again, huge thanks to the person who actually did make the panels. Again, their YouTube channel will be in the description along with their video on how to build these and their video that they actually use these panels for. I really hope that you guys subscribe, because the more people who subscribe, the more it makes me want to do content, and I hope that a lot of people really like this. I spent so long trying to perfect this and make sure that people would actually really like it. I know it looks janky and thick as heck, but trust me, it works. So, I'm going to play it off for you guys one last time. Now, just before I end this video off, I'm going to give you guys like a full 360 of all of the redstone bits that I actually had to work for this. Such as the floor, the sides on each one of these is all the same. This thing. And remember, each one of these floors is the same apart from this part right here. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a blast making this, and I hope you guys don't have to like. You guys, it would really be appreciated if you guys could just subscribe. This took me so long to make, and it was kind of tedious. So I hope you guys do like it. Please do think about hitting that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me, because I love making content for you guys, and you guys seem to enjoy it, so I will always be in the mood to make more. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.